Hello, hello. Welcome, Aloha Gator. Welcome, Trika. Welcome, Big Iron. Welcome, D1. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Oh, I'm so eepy. It's Sleepy Sunday. It's Sleepy Sunday. Actually, I got work done today, so that's good. Finished up on my homework. Let me switch over. Yeah, there we go. Hold on. I don't really have any plans. I don't have anything planned for today. More than likely, I'll probably do my the game I normally play when I don't have anything planned, which is Power Wash Simulator. There was, I think, some new content added. So I want to check on that. Yeah, I can't talk. Tomorrow is Monday. This is true. This is true. Actually, I'm looking forward to tomorrow because I have an appointment tomorrow that I've kind of been looking forward to for a few weeks now. So I'll be able to do that. Why is Monsters... What the fuck? Wow. Monsters versus Aliens. That's the movie, right? Why is it trending on Twitter right now? Like, I've just been scrolling through like it all day and I see like screenshots and clips from like Monsters versus Aliens. And I'm like, why do people care about that movie? That movie was like unfathomably mid. It was not like, it had some funny moments. Like the part when the president like plays the keyboard for the aliens, that was funny. Because the Jelly Man is the reason why it was high budgeted. Wait, really? Because of the jelly guy? I didn't know that. I guess it takes a lot of work to animate a jelly man. Interesting, interesting. But there's like a lot of like people are replying to these posts saying like, "Oh man, I really want to watch that movie. I should really watch that movie." It's not that good of a movie. I would say there are better movies to spend your time watching, especially if you're just like looking for something like quick and easy to watch. Like, I don't know, you want to shut your kids up for like an hour and a half, like sure, you can play that movie, but should you yourself spend an hour and a half of your time watching that movie? No, I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, I wouldn't. It's just okay. It's just okay. It's not terrible. It's not great. It's just okay. It's just okay. Oh, yeah, there's another one. There's another one, another clip from the movie. I'm just I'm just scrolling right now and seeing how much stuff I can see. Oh my god, my brain is like total ADHD mode right now. I just like keep thinking of something and then I forget what I was gonna say and do. So this stream might be a little all over the place today. I was gonna say something, but I was also gonna say something else. So I'm gonna say the other thing that I was gonna say, which is that I saw my trainer again, as I do every week, yesterday, and I asked if we could do this like this thing. It's like there's this machine that like you stand on and it like scans your body, I guess. Like I don't know how the fuck it does it. You like stand on it and like it tells you like, okay, this is how much you weigh. It measures your body fat percentage and your like muscle percentage or whatever the fuck. I don't know how the fuck it does it, but it does. And we originally did one like when I first started, like, you know, seeing my trainer in like March, I think March or April. And one of the things that we're kind of surprised to see is that despite the fact that I have been like working out 3 to 4 days a week and doing like weight training pretty consistently, my what does it say? My muscle mass has gone down. Yeah, the skeletal muscle mass has gone down. Which is interesting. Tohu, welcome in. And I figured I know why. It's because I am not getting nearly as much protein as I should be eating. Like there's some day like I go days without eating protein at all. I go days sometimes without eating a single bit of protein. So that's probably why. Um but like the recommendation that this thing gave me, or that like there's like some kind of like mathematic formula that it did to tell me like how much protein I need to be eating, and it was like 80 grams a day. And I was like, that's impossible. That's impossible. I can do that. And so she's just kind of like, okay, just on the days that you do work out, you should be eating. No, she said the days you work out and the days after, you should be eating a lot of protein, which I am going to try to do because, like, I've kind of like plateaued. I mean, it's like weird because I feel like I have gotten stronger. Like I'm doing heavier weights than I was when I first started, but I lost muscle. How that makes sense? I went from doing like, I don't know, like 50 on the leg press to 80, but I lost muscle. I don't understand. I don't understand how that works. And I tried on one of my old work blazers that I used to wear like pretty consistently a few years ago, and it was really tight around like the shoulders. So I don't know what's up with that. Yeah. Minimum for muscle growth is probably like 5 to 7 per 1 pound. Oh, yeah, that's what she said. If you're not eating enough protein, your body will cannibalize your muscle and fat. So, I mean, I have been losing fat, which is good, you know, but also muscle at the same time. So I need to figure out a way to get consistent protein intake. I mean, I need to eat more eggs. I have my nuggets. I'm the kind of person where it's like, if I don't feel like eating something, I don't eat it. Like if I don't feel like eating an egg, I'm not going to eat an egg. And lately I haven't really been feeling like eating an egg. I mean, I made an egg like last week, but the egg broke and it got fucked up, which was not fun. Beans, that's the problem. I hate beans. I don't like beans. I don't like beans. Beans are gross. I don't like beans. Yeah, that's another problem I have, is that like I am very picky and I have self-imposed dietary restrictions. So that makes it a little bit harder for me to like consistently get protein. Because I don't eat like fish every day. I don't eat like fish. Like I had shrimp last night, but I didn't have like eat a lot of shrimp because I don't know. Shrimp is one of those things where it's like I have trouble eating a lot of it. Um, so she did recommend me a protein powder, I guess, that she said is pretty flavorless. And also because I'm lazy. And it's like, yeah, you know, I can probably start using protein powder, but I'm lazy. I'm lazy. Um, so I guess I just need to be less lazy and start making my own protein shakes. Because, you know, before I would buy a case of Soylent every month and I'd have that on my workout days. But then they like doubled the price of it. So now like a case of Soylent is like $30-40 when I used to get it for 20 off of Amazon. So that's great. I can't buy that anymore. Yeah, no, it's fucking insane. I mean, it's tariff stuff. Most likely that's what happened, but yeah, it sucks. So Huel, basically the same stuff. I have not. The thing that like kind of like that scares me about like protein powder is that they don't ever sell it in like small quantities or samples. Like even if someone says like, oh yeah, you know, this stuff is really good, but like it only comes in like a, I don't know, a $70 container that like contains like 200 servings. If I buy that and I don't like it, I'm shit out of luck, right? I'm shit out of luck. You know? Like there's this stuff that my mom has that she told me she didn't like it because it was too sweet. And if she says it's too sweet, then that means I will probably like it. So I'll have to try it. You can get sample packs at supermarket stores. I have never seen sample packs of protein powder before in my life, ever. I've never seen them before, ever. At all. So I don't know where you get those. If they make them, that would be nice, but I don't know where I get them. Do they have them at like what's that place called? GNC? The nutrition place? If they have them there, I could probably like, get some to try. Um but yeah, it's like even if you tell me that it's good, I need to try it for myself because what other people say is good is not necessarily what I consider to be good. Oh, GNC and Vitamin Shop. Okay, okay. There's a GNC at the mall, so I think next time I go there, I'll have to like see if they have any like samples of stuff. The one that was recommended to me was IsoPure, um, which is my mom's used that before, and she said it's decent. Um, so I would decline the optional cookies, please. What do they have here? Oh, they have a chocolate one. Oh, but like, if I buy a chocolate one, I'm gonna have to make it with milk, and that's gonna be. If I do that, I'm gonna have to buy milk more often, and then that's going to be inconvenient because then I'm constantly gonna be running out of milk. Is this the one my mom likes? The tropical punch? Yeah, because if it's like a tropical punch or like a fruity flavor, I can make it with water. Oh, okay. 20 grams of protein in every serving. Okay. The one we have right now is like 25 grams vanilla. That's one I would probably also want to make with milk. Water? Vanilla flavored water. I mean, I'll try it. It's just like for me, I have difficulty, like I said before, forcing myself to eat something that I am not in the mood for. Like if I'm in the mood for, instant noodles, then I'm gonna eat the instant noodles, right? When I should be eating like, I don't know, egg or nuggets or something. But I don't want to eat that in the moment. I want to eat instant noodles in the moment. Anyway, I have a whole thing about food. I don't really want to get into that. But I guess I'll have to start putting effort into that, I guess. I don't know. Oh, is my game finished downloading? Good. Okay, okay, it's just finished downloading. I was downloading Expedition 33. We're gonna be playing that later this week. So that's downloaded. I don't have to worry about that until Thursday. Let me. I guess I'll boot up Power Wash. Let me see here. I do want to try to download the new DLC. So let me see if I can do that because I always have trouble downloading Power Wash DLC. Download. Okay, I click download. It opens the game. Actually, hold on. Let me switch over. Yeah, I click download. I click download. It opens the game. Okay, that's cool. Okay, let's go into new updates. No, that's okay. Specials. Seasonal specials. Wait, no, that's not it. It's career, right? Where the fuck is the mucking here? Oh, bonus jobs. Part 6. You need to go to the Steam store. Okay, let's go to the Steam store. It opens it up in the Steam, the overlay. So I click, It's already in my library. That's what it, okay, download. Yes, Steam is installed. Okay, is it downloading? Why is the download paused? What? I fucking hate the way they do the download shit in this game. It's so bad. Hopefully they fix that with the new game. Did I even finish this? Okay, I did that. Okay, this one. Okay, two new levels, two new levels. If you're running a game, Steam auto pauses all downloads. Yeah, and that's what's weird about it. When for whatever reason, Power Wash, when there's like an update, right? You go to the update page or the DLC page. It's free DLC, and I click download, and clicking download opens the game, which then tells me, oh, you need to download the game. You need to download the DLC to play the game. And if Steam auto pauses the downloads when you're running a game, I have to go back to Steam and I have to unpause the download. Like, is that not such a stupid system? Is that not such a, like, bad system? That just go back and forth between, like, Steam game, Steam game, Steam game, when it's, like, with literally every other game I've played, when there's, like, a free DLC or whatever, I click download, and it just downloads it. It doesn't start the game, it just downloads it. So that, you know, whenever I boot up the game next, it just the update, the DLC is just automatically there because Steam downloaded the game before, you know, booting the game. Yeah, Western devs be like, literally. Like, Power Wash is the only game, like, I think it's one of, if not the only game I have played that does this, and it's very bizarre. I genuinely do not understand. I do not understand. Ah. Ugh. Okay, we'll clean the friggin' subway. Yeah, we'll clean the friggin' subway. Rats. I forgot I gotta use my keyboard for this. Hold on. Ba, ba, ba. 2 point. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I gotta charge this thing too. Oh shit, it's a 25% battery. Okay, where's the train? Oh, that's a train. Ooh, that thing is nasty. That's a nasty train. Holy moly. Hello, Harper Shaw. That's a real gunkified, monkified train. There we go. Oh, feels so eepy. And I had my coffee today too. And I had a bagel. Um, my favorite bagel spread is I would say anything with either chives, onions, or garlic, or all together, which is incredibly diabolical. Which is a diabolical thing to eat for breakfast. However, I will usually resort to getting just plain cream cheese because eating something like that in the morning is kind of like psychotic. And I recognize that. And I don't want to terrify people with like my fucking garlic onion chive breath in the morning, you know? I don't want to do that. Even if it is tasty, yummy, right? Like I had like a cream cheese with like chives in it on a bagel today. But it's fine because I just it's Sunday. I stay in my house all day. I don't do anything on Sundays. Is butter a valid spread? I mean, I guess. I guess it's fine. A bagel, you know what? I'm gonna say yes. A bagel, I do. Sometimes a bagel with butter is good if you just you can't really tolerate like a super heavy cream cheese. I think that's tolerable. I've had buttered bagels before. They can be pretty good. I think it's acceptable. I think it's acceptable. I remember I saw this thing that said apparently Elvis liked his bagels with banana, peanut butter, and bacon, which is strange. But when you think about it, or at least when I think about it, I'm like, okay, I get it. Like banana and peanut butter. I don't like peanut butter on bagels. I've tried it before. I'm not crazy about it. Banana and peanut butter, great combination. Add some bacon in there. I totally get why someone would like that. I totally get why someone would like that. Yeah, it's not that strange. Like it's a little bit like okay, but then it's like, oh wait, actually, when you think about it, it's like, okay, I get it. Can I go back here? Oh no, the train is not dirty back there. Honey peanut butter banana. Oh, that's another good one. That's another good one. Because that's like, I like cream cheese, but the problem I have with cream cheese is that sometimes it's just too much. It's just too much. Especially like, when you go into like, some places just give you too much cream cheese. Some places give you just straight up too much cream cheese. And I get it. That's the appeal for some people. But for me, it's like if I'm filling up on cream cheese, then I'm not really enjoying the bagel itself. Do you get what I'm saying? In my ideal world, the bagel and the cream cheese would be balanced, which might sound, crazy to people who are total cream cheese heads, right? But to me, there needs to be a balance. Krispy Kreme glazed donut in Starbucks. That sounds so good right now. Not the Starbucks though. I hate Starbucks, but the Krispy Kreme donut, that sounds fantastic. Too much is better than skimping out. I mean, yeah, this is true. This is true. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, okay. Cuz like if there is too much, you can just like take it off, right? Just like get a knife and just scoop some of it off and put it into like a napkin or something or the wrapper. It's not the end of the world if you get too much cream cheese. That's true. Einstein Bros has drastically reduced the amount of schmear on their bagels in recent years. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. Yeah. Yeah, when the oh fuck, shrinkflation has finally hit the bagel schmears. What has the world come to? They shrank the Big Mac, they shrank the Filet-O-Fish. Now they're shrinking our bagel schmears. Oh my lord, that is that's a apocalyptic sign, a recession indicator, if you will. That's not a good sign at all. Because I feel like cream cheese isn't even like that expensive, especially when you're buying it in bulk, right? If you're like a bagel shop and you're buying it with bulk, it can't be that expensive. But, I guess with the cost of raw materials going up, it kind of just, they got to do it. Oh God, I saw this for whatever reason on my Instagram. Maybe it's because I follow so many like food accounts, is I'll get like, like posts about food news, but it's from like, Southeast Asia or something, or like Australia or like the UK. And since it's in English, I, assume like, is this from the US? Like I saw this post, I was like, oh, McDonald's has a $5 Filet-O-Fish meal. And I was like, what? There's a $5 Filet-O-Fish meal? There's no way. And I look and the account is for McDonald's Singapore. I was so upset. I was like, God damn it. God damn it. Only in Singapore do they get the $5 Filet-O-Fish meal. Meanwhile, I have to pay like $7, $8 if I want that here. What is the world coming to? Very unfair. Very unfair. I know McDonald's does have a couple of there's a new burger, I think, that came out of McDonald's or Burger King. Um I do want to do another food news segment soon, but I'm not I kind of want to do it as its own stream. But the problem with that is that there's just genuinely not enough news on a weekly basis to do as its own stream. Um so I'm kind of trying to think of a way to incorporate that. into like my content, because I do still want to do it, but like I don't know. I just want to figure out a better way of incorporating it. Cream cheese, butter. What? You put ranch on your bagels? Huh? Okay. Okay. No. I will give you a chance to explain yourself. I want you, Sazabi, explain to me. Sell me on the ranch bagel. Sell me on the ranch bagel. Sell me on it. I will give you this chance to sell me on the ranch bagel. If Elvis can do his peanut butter banana bacon bagel, I will allow you to tell me the appeal of the ranch bagel. People from California put ranch on everything. Is that a California thing? I thought, really? I didn't know that. Like the ranch flavor, just as you might use ranch for salad, it works. The core food is bland. I mean, yes, if you buy a plain bagel, it will be bland. If you, well, yeah, I thought ranch was a Midwestern thing. I thought ranch was something that they really like in the Midwest. I didn't think it was a California thing. You know what? You know what? I'll tell you what. When I get my weekly bagel next Sunday, I will try ranch on the bagel. I will try ranch on the bagel and I will report back. I'll do it. I'll try it. I'll try it. The Midwest spice, yeah. Even steakhouses will use ranch. I mean, I don't, well, okay, I don't go to steakhouses. I'll take your word for it. I like ranch. I do like ranch. It's not something I have, like, a whole lot. Because, like, I have a cornucopia of sauces in my fridge. I have, like, oh, God, I have, like, 3 different hot sauces. I've got my ranch. I've got my secret sauce. I've got this, like, garlic dipping sauce. I've got, you know, mayonnaise, ketchup, sriracha. I got a lot of different types of sauces. So, like, when I do eat something that requires a sauce, or I think tastes better with the sauce, I do kind of get, like, choice paralysis a little bit. Like, do I use the really good sauce that I may or may not be able to get more of? Or do I use, like, you know, do I use the ranch that's more, like, easily available at, like, every supermarket, right? Like, for example, the VTuber Brainworms hot sauce that I got at Off Guy, that stuff is fantastic. I'm like a third of the way through that bottle, and I've only had it for, like, what, 3-4 weeks? So I'm trying to conserve that. However, I did get some, oh, I forgot, I have to go on top of the train. At Target, and I think at Walmart too, they have these little mini section, this little mini kiosk in the food section. That's like, they have mini hot sauces. And I got two hot sauces. I got, like, what was it? Like the classic sauce and the sriracha hot sauce. The sriracha is really, really good. It's not super spicy. It's more like a tingle. Like it's like a nice tingle, right? But it has a very good flavor. And the original hot sauce, like, is not that spicy at all. It's kind of strange. OJ and milk. That's what an orange Julius is, really? I mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't like oranges, so I don't really drink orange juice. They used to have a fiery chipotle. Ooh, really? But yeah, I've been trying to get more into hot sauces. The problem is that I'm very particular in that I do not like hot sauces that have a strong vinegar taste, which I feel like the majority of them, at least the ones they sell that I've seen, do. Like Tapatio, Chola, Tabasco. Tabasco is like the worst out of all of them. That's just like straight vinegar. It's so nasty. But yeah, I'm trying to find more sauces that don't really, like, have that kind of flavor. But it's weird because, like, my aunt, she's like, oh, I love the vinegar hot sauces. She likes the vinegar hot sauces. But she doesn't like honey. My aunt that doesn't like honey. She likes the vinegar hot sauces. And how do you not like honey? What do you mean you don't like honey? How do you not like honey? That doesn't make any sense. Tabasco is like white people trying to make hot sauce. No understanding of what makes the hot sauce good. Yeah, kind of. I would say so. Like I like a sweet and spicy hot sauce. Maybe even a little fruity, you know, like put some pineapple in there, some mango in there, right? Make it a little fruity, sweet, whatever. Yeah, gotta add something to it. I remember I saw this like screenshot of this like tweet where this guy is like, "Oh, I've created the world's hottest pepper." And like someone commented on it, like the fact that he was wearing like welding gloves when he was holding that like pepper. He was like wearing welding gloves while he was holding it, and I was like, "Ah, that's kind of scary." Either he's just doing that for dramatic effect, or it is actually so acidic that it like physically burns your skin. That's kind of scary. A blueberry ghost pepper sauce. That sounds fascinating. That sounds fascinating. Blueberries and hot sauce. That is not a combination that I would have thought of in a million years. Very interesting. Okay. Wait, can I, hold on. Oh, yes, I did it. Yay. Yeah, it does sound interesting, right? Like, I don't really... How do I feel about blueberry flavor? I can't really say that I've had enough blueberries or a blueberry flavor to really, like, say whether I like it or not. Like, I've had blueberry muffins before, and those are generally pretty good. But trying to, like, imagine what that would taste like in the form of a hot sauce is, a little bit beyond my comprehension. Fish and bourbon if I don't do honey garlic salmon. Interesting, okay. I mean, that's like a thing they do in, like, I don't know, Louisiana or whatever. They cook things in bourbon. I don't think that's that weird. Yeah, no, honey garlic salmon sounds really good. That sounds really yummy. It's like something I like honey, I like garlic, and I like salmon, so why wouldn't I like it, right? There we go. Oh, apparently there's a burger place that I would order delivery from every now and again. And I was informed recently that they got shut down for health code violations. And I like the last time I ordered from them was I think like maybe 3 weeks ago. And like I was just informed like, yeah, no, they've been shut down for like a couple weeks now. So I'm like, oh, uh-oh. I guess I'm not gonna order from there anymore, you know? If they shut down for health code violations, oh god. Yeah, they must have been shut down right after I got it, which is also scary. I mean, nothing happened to me. I didn't get like sick or I didn't get like a stomach ache or anything. It was just like, yeah, it just must have happened right after I got mine. I guess I got lucky. I mean, health code violation could mean like a lot of things, right? It doesn't mean they're spitting in the food. It could be as simple as like, you guys aren't like wearing your hairnets correctly or something, you know? Yeah, sometimes it is employees being awful rather than actual health concerns. This like yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? It's not always like you pooped in the air in the fryer. You pooped in the fryer, right? It's not always stuff like that. What do you mean it's 37% clean? Where the hell else do I need to clean? Can I go inside the train? Ah, shit. Ew, this is fucking nasty, dude. This is fucking sprinkles on the wall? Oh. Oh, gross. Oh my god. It's like they had, oh hi, they had fucking Diwali in here or some shit. Alright, let's get this over with. A few days ago, I stopped by an Italian food truck and ordered an Italian sausage sandwich, and it was amazing. Grill, ooh, okay. It was usually fine violations. To get a restaurant shut down usually takes a pretty big deal. Yeah. You know what? I know I'm not gonna do it on this computer. Let me go do it on my phone. Let's see. See if I can find what they said. It says they're open. It has a 2.4 out of 5 stars on Yelp. I didn't know that. News? No. Holly, not oh, whatever the Indian festival is where they throw like paint at each other, that one. I might have gotten them confused. I apologize. Holly. Okay, that one is Holly. Okay. Diwali is the festival of lights. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Hmm. I can't find any news that says like it got shut down, like local news or anything like that. Mm, yeah, no, I'll have to ask. I'll have to ask my mom. It could have been their remodeling, but she specifically said there was like a health code violation sign or something. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, either way, the last time I ordered from them, I wasn't like super. To be honest, delivery from them is never really that good. I mean, burgers for delivery is kind of like a hit and miss to begin with. Um, because you know, the fries kind of get soggy and the burger kind of gets all squished up from being like put in the bag or whatever. Um, your soda gets warm, but you know, yeah. Nice. Cool, that's clean. Let me get down here too. Oh yeah, so I've been like kind of being lazy at my job. I haven't been putting in a whole lot of effort. And I've kind of just been like trying to just get away with doing the bare minimum. And I was actually getting away with doing the bare, yeah, work for what you're being paid, exactly. I was getting away with doing the bare minimum for like 6 or 7, the past 6 or 7 months. And then like I got an email a few days ago saying like, hey, like we see what you're doing. You need to actually start improving or you're gonna get fired. So I actually have to start putting effort into my job again. Silveris, welcome in, welcome, welcome. Um, mm, I only excel to make my job easier. Yeah. So I kind of gotta like, I mean, it's kind of hard because like a lot of stuff is kind of like unfair, I guess, in the sense that the way we're graded on the work that we do, in a sense that a lot of like stuff is like, um, mm, like, not like there's like a wrong way to do it, but it's like some stuff is like kind of subjective, I guess, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I just gotta make it till like the end of this year and potentially, well, however long it takes for me to get, you know, a new job. Um, and then like I won't have to worry about it anymore. But yeah, no, I do need to start putting in more hours because I am going to need the money. I do need the money. So, I mean, if I do get fired, it's not the end of the world. One of my friends offered me like a part-time gig at his job. So, and he said they pay pretty good. He'll pay me more than like what I make right now. So, that's an option. But the problem with that is that I actually have to like leave my house for that. Whereas with my current job, I don't have to. So, it's not the end of the world if I get fired from my current job, but it does make my life slightly less. It makes things a bit more inconvenient for me. Tell them what areas do I need to improve. No, they told me what I need to. They told I know what I need to do. I told them, they told me what I needed to improve on. They gave me all of that information. But also they noticed that I was like kind of committing time fraud a little bit. I'm not the only one who does it. I am 90% sure that like other people do it too. Um, but they're kind of like, yeah, we noticed that the time you're taking on these tasks and the time you spend like we know you're like taking your time on these. Like you're not submitting them when you're finished with them. You are purposefully extending the time so that you can get paid more for essentially doing less work. Like they know I'm doing they told me they know I'm doing that. So yeah, I actually have to, put a little bit more effort into it now. I know how to like get away with I know how to get away with continuing to do that, but I just actually have to put more effort into not getting caught, if that makes sense. Because yeah, to be perfectly honest with you, my job does not pay me enough for me to actually like care enough to put like I'll get away with it. I'll just do better at getting away with it. Want to say I've enjoyed watching your streams since I found you earlier. Thank you so much, Zawolo. That really means a lot to me. Like, I do want to express that it is not like, that's not the plan. That is not my intention. That is not something I want to do, right? I don't want to, nor do I plan to abandon you guys or, leave you hanging or just like disappear, right? I just like, if continuing to do this does not align with my future and my goals or whatever, then choices will have to be made. But I am going to hold out for as long as I can. I want to hold out for as long as I can, right? I really do, because I love doing this, right? I genuinely love doing this. I'm not doing this for money, right? Although the money is nice, I will say that. I'm not doing it for money. I'm not doing it for gifts. I've been able to make so many wonderful friendships through streaming and meet so many wonderful people. Um, and it's really just it's been a joy to me. It really has been. And I want to, hold on to this for as long as I can. I really, really do. I really do. I would rather take longer to ensure better accuracy for the client. See, that's the thing, is that like I the way I was doing it was basically like, we know, like, how do I explain this? Like I was, oh, posture check, thank you. Like, like quit your shrimping. Thank you, I was shrimping. Let me, can I take this guy? Can I move him? Oh yeah, I can, hold on. Yeah, can I take you outside? Okay, I'll put you out here. Can I, can I open the door? Okay, I'm gonna take you out here. I'm gonna put you over here, okay, buddy? There you go. Like it genuinely, like I get sad when I see posts of, like, it's one thing when it's obviously like hint hint I'm reincarnating, hint hint I'm joining a corpo, hint hint I'm rebranding or something like that, right? Like that's completely different. But like when I see, like letters or posts from VTubers that basically say like, hey, You know, I'm quitting content creation, I'm quitting streaming forever. And I don't even know them, right? I've never watched them before, I've never interacted with them. But like seeing that like does make me sad. It makes me sad. And, you know, I completely understand that sometimes in life, you can't really justify putting a lot, especially as an adult with a job. You can't really justify putting so much time, energy, and money into something that does not net you with like financial gain, I guess. I mean that sounds like kind of a fucked up way of looking at it, right? And you know, to be fair, like I'm afraid PewDiePie might end up this way. I mean, he's made his millions. I'm surprised he hasn't retired, to be honest with you. I'm very surprised he hasn't retired. And yeah, you know, it's like, you know, people kind of bemoan streamers for, you know, wanting money or financial gain or compensation. And I do think that if your main intention of going into streaming is just to make money, you're not going to last very long. You're not going to have a good time. People aren't going to like you. They're going to see right through you. Yeah, if housing or food were guaranteed, we'd have a lot more people doing like really cool streams, really cool stuff, right? But unfortunately, that's not the way the world works, right? You need to be able to pay rent, you need to be able to pay bills, feed yourself, support, you know, your families, your dog, your whatever. And, you know, if the time you spend streaming is time that you could spend like making more money so you could actually afford to live and survive, then, you know, you don't really you don't really have a choice, you know? You don't really have a choice. Mm. He already retired. Oh. Yeah, kind of like it's kind of similar to the way I guess I feel about Germa right now. Like, you know, I grew up with like wacky, crazy TF2 Germa. He's like, you know, being a funny guy, being an internet funny man, being a clown and doing all these really cool, engaging, interactive streams and bits. And, you know, now he's just kind of like, you know, he streams when he wants to, and he's just kind of like, he's kind of, he's very vocal about the fact that he doesn't want people to see him as like, I guess, not to expect things from him, if that makes sense. Like he is, you know, he has admitted he is in his retirement arc, right? And he did recently come back to streaming because the company that he was involved with started. I don't know what the deal with the company was, like went under. So, you know, naturally, I'm sure he's like saved up a lot of money from his years of streaming and being successful. Although I'm sure a lot of that money was also put into his passion projects, like the famous the Dollhouse stream. That was crazy. That was genuinely really fantastic. Um, but you know, now he's just kind of like, yeah, he just kind of like just wants to chill now. And that's fine. You know, that's fine. I'm not saying like he has to go back to being like a clown for people's entertainment, but it's kind of, you know, it is a little bit bittersweet for me as someone who grew up with that version of Germa to kind of see him like, I guess just, I don't want to say like mature, but like, you know, I'm not going to get that back. That's never, he's never going to be that person again. You know, that's, he's mellowed out. Yes, he's never gonna be the person that he was like, you know, 10, 15 years ago or whatever, right? Yeah, hell, even like 5 years ago, you know. Mm. But like you still see so many like classic clips and screenshot and memes of him circulate, right? Like even people who don't know him know him. He's achieved that level of notoriety, right? Where he is essentially like almost like a figure, I guess, more so than like anything else. Playing TV stars on the PS3. One of my favorite Germa videos was him playing the Star Wars Connect game and dancing to the Han Solo song. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to refund yourself, Moose. I'm not using the 2D model today. Yeah, you don't know him and you know him, right? So yeah, and he's very lucky in a sense that he has been able to make streaming his career. Like, he doesn't have to put that much effort into it. I mean, not to say he doesn't put effort into it. Like, he just clicks go live and he's getting thousands of people, tens of thousands of people in his streams. And he, could just be not really doing anything at all. And people would just, gift subs, like, and, send bits or whatever and all that stuff. And just because it's Germa, right? And he has, that's what he's earned after all the years. And so he's able to do that. He worked hard for it. That's for sure. Yeah, exactly. Whereas, like, even if you want to become, like, you want to be able to do streaming as your job, even if it's your dream to be able to stream or just play video games all day for a living, the chances of that happening or being able to achieve that are extremely low, especially in today's world where the market, so to speak, is incredibly oversaturated, right? Like, it's not the same, it's not the same as it was, like, I don't know, like, what, 10, 15 years ago, where it's just like, oh, not as many people were, like, doing the live stream thing, more people were, like, YouTubers. Being a YouTuber, like, gaming YouTube was more of the thing back then. But as the popularity of Let's Plays died out and the popularity of, like, kind of live streaming, like, was happening, I think there was definitely, like, a difficult point of transition for a lot of people. Yeah, you'll need something to stand out. And even then, it can be a small glimpse of fame temporarily. Exactly. Like, I watched a lot of super best friends play and stuff. I used to watch them all the time, like their videos and stuff, growing up. And when I remember when, like, the whole live stream boom was happening, they were kind of hesitant about it, a bit apprehensive. Like, they thought it was kind of like a fad. Yeah, super were best friends, exactly. They were kind of like, this isn't gonna last. This is just like, it's not going to become a thing, right? But, lo and behold, Pat, Wooly, they're streaming. They're streaming almost every day, right? I have only the barest idea of who you're talking about. I actually still watch. Those are probably the only Flesh streamers that I actually watch. Pat, Wooly, Paige, and Germa. Those are the only Flesh streamers that I care about, like, at all. I watch Castle Super Beast every week when I'm able to, because, like, it is nostalgia. Like, I did grow up watching a lot of their videos and their content and stuff, but also it's just like, I don't know. I just vibe with, the stuff that they do now. And it's funny because I remember in last week's episode this week's episode, sorry, they actually had Maury Calliope on as a guest, which is kind of fucking crazy. But even Maury was like, yeah, it's so cool to see that you guys are, like, still going. And Pat was talking about how someone came into his chat and was basically like, oh man, like, wow, you're still around? I haven't seen you in, like, years. And he was just kind of, like, bewildered, like, what are you talking about? I've been here. I stream on Twitch, like, almost every day. Like, what do you mean? I'm still here, right? You had no idea who the people who Maury are. That's so funny. That's so funny to me. But yeah, no, Pat and Wooly are really great. They've been involved in YouTube for a very long time, but they've also been involved, like, in the games industry. I know Wooly worked in QA. Pat knows a lot of people involved in the industry, so they're not talking out of their own ass. They actually understand, like, how the industry works. They know people. They know, like, they have insider knowledge that I feel like a lot of people just kind of don't really have, if that makes sense. Most people are, like, speculating or whatever the fuck, but they have a really good understanding about how things actually work, how, what makes video games good, like, as, like, functionally good. Not as like, oh, I like this because XYZ. Like, is this a good game functionally? Yes or no? You know? Whereas, like, I think a lot of people who kind of like review games or, you know, quote unquote games journalists, they kind of they like games as an idea, but they don't really understand like the fundamentals of gaming. What makes a game good? What makes it satisfying? What makes it enjoyable? Right? You saw Wooly earlier this year. Really? Was that like a convention or something? That's super cool. And that's, you know, that's something that I, you know, do respect them for, is they actually know what they're talking about. They're not talking out of their own ass like I do, right? They like the idea of a game, but they don't know what makes the game. Yeah. Or they have a very specific idea of what they want a game to be. And when the game does not meet their criteria of what they want, they kind of just like throw a little fit about it, right? Like, oh, a game should be this and not like this. And it's like, well, that's just your opinion, man, right? Like, that's just your opinion, you know? That's not to say that, like, you know, Pat and Wooly don't have their own opinions, but they are, you know, relatively good at, like, they say, like, this is my opinion, you know, for the most part. I mean, when Pat says, like, this game is dog shit, it's you know, it's his opinion, right? He's very opinionated and outspoken. Oh, it was MagFest. Ah, okay. The only opinion matters when it's an opinion shared by many. Yeah, yeah. And also, like, they actually do know how to play games, unlike a lot of, you know, people who. Oh, Pep Top Skiddly Boff. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. People who like don't really have as much of a fundamental like love of games, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, I do feel like you are going to have a very different view of games if you grew up playing them versus if you only got into them as like an adult, if that makes sense, right? Someone who's new to games is going to have a very different like experience and see things much more differently than someone who has, you know, been playing games since they were old enough to remember, right? And that's, you know, as someone who does kind of have that experience of like, you know, playing games from a pretty young age and being around people who were interested in games for the most part, like I love video games. I love video games, despite, you know, how much I complain about them. Like like the 5-minute rant I went on earlier about trying to fucking update this game. I genuinely do love video games. And, you know, that's one of the things that I kind of want to express in my content, is that like I want to show my love of games. I want to be able to share that with people. Because I feel like a lot of streamers, like, no, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with this. There's not anything wrong with this. But they use games more as a medium to like they're not actually invested in games. They're not really interested in games. They're more using games as a medium to facilitate like their growth, if that makes sense. Like, you know, people who only play like they only play like one type of game or a specific game, and they don't really like branch out, I guess. Oh, thank you for stopping by, Tohu. Thank you. You complain. Yeah, I complain because I love video games, you know? So, and like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Some people just like, they like games, but they're not gamers. I'm not saying that that is a bad thing, but at least for me, I can really tell when someone is playing a game, like, not necessarily because they like it, but because like it's kind of facilitates, you know, conversation, it facilitates their growth, it facilitates getting people into the stream, right? Which I understand. There's nothing wrong with that. I get it, you know? Like playing a game other people are interested in just so you can get new viewers, that's just what you got to do. That's just how it is, right? You know, that's just how it is sometimes. But, you know, it's kind of I feel like when I see a streamer only do this, like they don't seem to have a genuine game that they love. The only thing that they play is games that are like like popular or flavor of the month or whatever, whatever. They don't like have a game or a type of game that they just like genuinely love. That's a little bit like I don't want to say disturbing or like bad, but just to me it's kind of like I can't really relate to them as much, right? Like I can't really like relate to you on a certain level. And I don't know, for me relatability is kind of like an important aspect of like, streamers that I like watching. Um yeah, like I'm not saying they're pretending to be gamers or that they're pretending to like games, but it's kind of like watching someone play a game that you really love, but it's clear that they're only in it for, you know, the views or because it's popular or because like they don't really seem to care about it or give it the attention that you feel like it deserves. It can be a little like it can I don't know, it doesn't feel good, right? It doesn't feel good. Like there's like I really love this thing and this person that I really like is playing it and they don't even care, right? You know? Like I get that. I get that. And like he doesn't, games don't have to be for everyone. Like you don't have to they don't have to like it, right? It's fake behavior. Yeah, it's fake behavior. It is fake behavior. Exactly. Exactly. Especially when it's like, they just kind of skip through a lot of they kind of just like they're trying to skip through it and get as much of it. They want to get it over with, right? If that makes sense. And on some levels I can kind of understand this, but when it happens constantly, it's like you gotta like if you don't want to play games, then like don't. I don't think that being a VTuber means that you you have to like play games. Does it help you? Like does it facilitate growth? Yes, it does, but I feel like you're probably doing yourself more harm than good if you just like, start stream like, "Hey guys, today I'm going to play this game called what's a flavor of the month right now? Like Peak. Like I'm going to play Peak. I've heard this game is like really popular right now, so I'm going to like try it out." Like there's just kind of like no excitement, no energy, no passion, no like curiosity, right? They're not curious about the game. And that kind of lack of curiosity is kind of like a turnoff to me. You only play 10% of the game, moving on the next day. Like, I think it kind of depends. Like, sometimes you try a game and if it doesn't interest you, you just drop it, right? I get that. I get that. Because forcing yourself to play something you don't really like is not really a fun experience. Um, but like if you don't enjoy playing games, don't make your main content playing games, right? If you're not a gamer, you don't have to force yourself to be one. Find something else that you actually genuinely enjoy doing and find a way to incorporate it into your streams. If you're a singer, yeah, there's obviously a market for that. There's obviously a lot of VTubers who much prefer music content to gaming content, right? If you prefer like, doing presentations, you like doing presentations, then do that. If you like drawing, do that. So yeah, we can't be pro gamers like me. Exactly. My pro power washer over here. Reminds me of Wings and DSP. Yeah, saying they're losing money because they have to buy new games to stream. Yeah. Yeah. And like there's definitely people there's a couple people that I really enjoy watching who they're not gamers. Like they started gaming when they became a VTuber, right? Or they want to use being a VTuber as a way to explore games, right? They want an excuse to play games, and being a streamer is a really good excuse to play games. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's fine. I think that's actually good because it means that people are able to like, getting interested in games. I think that's good, right? But when it's clear that this person like just doesn't seem to be enjoying any game that they're playing, or they don't really seem to be like invested in it or into it, it's kind of like Yeah, just like do something else. Do something else. Find something that you're passionate about. If what you're passionate about is yapping for 3 hours straight, then yap for 3 hours straight, you know? But, fake behavior is something that does, I feel like, turn off a lot of people, you know? Gundam Battle Operation 2. Like, because it's like also if you try a game and you don't like it, I think that's okay. But it's just like if you're forcing yourself to fit a mold that you don't really seem to enjoy being into, then just try to do something else, try to do something else, right? Because it is like a little bit off-putting to me when like, there is a game I really like and I'm like, oh, the streamer's playing it and they're just kind of like, talking over the cutscenes and then they have no idea what's going on. And they're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And it's like they literally just explained what you were supposed to do in like the 5-minute cutscene. And you were talking to chat over it, right? and they do that like every time, or they're like skipping through dialogue, or just yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, if you end up playing Lethal Company and you hate it, play a different type of game. Exactly, exactly. And, as much as, I feel like, if your favorite game, the game that you're genuinely passionate about, is fucking Overwatch or Valorant, then just play that. If you genuinely enjoy it, if you're genuinely passionate about it, if it genuinely makes you happy, then, play it, stream it, right? I'm not going to watch it because, that's not for me, right? But there are a lot of people who are interested in that kind of content. You can't please everyone. So finding people who like watching you for what you do is really your best option. Even though it can be very hard to do that sometimes because, sometimes people will only follow you because you're doing a specific thing, or you're talking about a specific thing or playing a specific game, and then when you're not doing that, they don't care. But I think that's just the nature of the beast. You just kind of have to deal with that. Some thrive in making fun of games that they don't like nor care to understand. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Like, I think, like, like making fun of games is okay on some level, but it's like when it's clearly like you haven't played it or you don't understand it. It's like, well, you're just kind of being silly, Yeah, you don't have to play friend slop games. Exactly. Exactly. But, the nature of VTubing, or at least streaming in general, is kind of like playing video games. That is what streaming is built upon. Playing, or at least like Twitch, streaming video games. That's what it was created for, as far as I'm aware. I enjoy Valo for the weirdos in the game. The game itself is secondary. Yeah, exactly, exactly. And I've definitely had this kind of issue before where something I really, really love and really, really interested in, viewers just don't really care about. Viewers just don't seem to care about. And, it's never really fun when that happens because it's like, I'm sitting here and no one wants to watch me because they don't give a shit about this game that I love. Like it's not a great feeling. It's never a great feeling. But all you really you just like you just got to push through it, You just got to push through it. Safety chain attachments. I'm assuming those are outside. Something you can tell people didn't try on. I'm assuming that's these things. Oh, wow, it's dirty over here. Okay. But I don't like watching people who just don't really like playing games force themselves to play games that they don't like. Just because, you know? Like, I understand why people do that, but it's just like, I don't know. For me, it's just, I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, I get it, but I don't really like it. Is this the safety chain? Oh, this is the safety chain. Okay. Can I get over here? Oh, on the other side. Oh, is this one clean? Oh, it is clean. Okay, where's the other one? Oh, ooh, it's dirty here. It's dirty here. And like, even if the type of game you like is like casual games, you know, casual games, I don't know, fucking like Animal Crossing, Mario, Stardew Valley or whatever, like that's fine too. That's fine. You know, don't force yourself to play Resident Evil if you don't enjoy that type of game, right? Unless you are prepared to make it like engaging content for your viewers, right? If your goal is to make engaging content for your viewers by playing games that you don't really like or aren't a fan of, I think that's one thing. But like, you know, playing something that you don't really like just so that you could, you know, like get views, like, this game is popular, so I should stream it so people will watch me because I'm playing popular game. Like, I was quite surprised. Yesterday's stream got like double the views that I normally get. And that was kind of crazy to me. But, you know, I don't like Uma Musume. I really don't want to play it again. I don't find the game to be particularly enjoyable or engaging. So, you know, even if it does does temporarily bring in like a good amount of viewers, I don't want to do that. I want to force myself to play a game that I don't really like. I don't want to force myself to play a game that I don't really like. It's not fun. It is not fun at all for me to do that. It's not something that I find to be very tolerable. You know? Roof vents. Like these things? This is indeed a roof vent. Yeah, like it kind of makes me sad though, because it's like, I can't enjoy a game that, you know, everyone else loves. Like, I want to have fun too. Like, I want to experience the same joy that other people are getting from this game. But I am not getting that same amount of joy or any joy from playing the game. So, you know, it's kind of a loss for me, I guess. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. There's also like a specific type of gamer that I don't like. And that is gamers that are only interested in competition, if that makes sense. Like, they only play games, like, the only games they actually, you know, play on a daily basis are like Valorant, Overwatch, Fortnite. Do people still play PUBG? Like those types of Call of Duty, those types of games, they're not interested in like story games or single player games or RPGs or narrative driven games. And I'm not saying that they have to like those things, but it's kind of a shame that, you know, rear ceiling panel. It's kind of a shame because there's genuinely so many like wonderful, like, you know, cool games out there that don't involve you, like, you know, don't involve like a kill count or like a, you know, trophies or, you know, like aspects of competition, I guess, or just aren't about like proving to everyone else that you are the best. Like, they don't care about the actual game. They just want to prove to other people that they're better than them at this specific, like, thing. Which, you know, if that's the only reason why you play games, like, I don't really think that you're actually, like, a gamer. Yeah, they'd be out on the football field if they were genetically gifted. Exactly. It's kind of like a they use games as like a how do I oh, Outer Windows. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Um as just kind of like a way to just get some kind of to feed into their like I don't want to say to improve their low self-esteem because I don't think that's a very nice way of looking at it, but it's just kind of like, yeah, it's basically proxy for supremacy feeling. Exactly. I think that's a good way of describing it. Like, you just want to be able to be better than other people. And because for whatever reason, you cannot do that, like, physically, perhaps. And that's not to say that all, esports gamers are like sweaty, weak nerds or whatever. Like, maybe some esports gamers are bodybuilders or whatever. I don't fucking know. It's like a superiority thing. And I think that does kind of like I'm not saying that that's kind of like inherently a bad thing because the whole outer double door windows, the whole this thing? This is clean. Like, competition has been something that has existed since the dawn of time, right? People have been competing like for as long like as recorded human history. That's just something that we like to do. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that since it is, very clearly a deeply human um thing, but it's kind of like you don't really want it's not about the game, it's about the competition, it's about feeding, yeah, it's about feeding your ego, right? It's not because you genuinely find joy from this thing, it's just kind of a way to, yeah, just kind of feed your own ego, right? And I feel like that could be said about a lot of things, but like it depends. Like I feel like for sports, you genuinely do have to like doing it to be able to compete. If you don't really like doing sport, then you're probably not going to like competing, right? Whereas esports is more of like a technical skill, if that makes sense. It's not like as you gotta go to practice every day, you gotta go to the gym every other day, you gotta eat a certain diet, you've got to do certain things. It's very much like you do need to have a degree of skill to do it, but it's not as the physical requirements are much lower than that of like traditional sports or traditional avenues of competition, if that makes sense, fighting games suffer a bit since they're trying to since they appeal to a more casual audience. I don't really play fighting games, so I don't really know like what the deal with them is in terms of like that thing. But like inner windows, it's inside. Um, inner window. I don't know. That's something I don't really know about, so I don't really want to like speak on that, if that makes sense. Not really anything. I don't have a knowledge of it, and I don't really care about it, and I don't really have any investment in it. So for me, I don't really have anything to say about that, if that makes sense. Yeah. Mm, 7 out of 8. What am I missing? Mm, mm. Yeah, that's kind of my thing too, Sazabi. Like I cannot remember inputs. If you expect me to remember button combination, you're creating a whole new foreign language with your D-pad and buttons. Yeah, that's how it feels to me too. If I can't get away with just like spamming one or two buttons, then I don't want to play it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Inner wall posters. Inner wall posters. These things? Oh. There we go. Inner vestibule door window? What the fuck does that mean? Inner vestibule door window. What? The fuck is that? This thing? No, it's a fire extinguisher. I'll deal with, I don't, okay, whatever. I'll deal with that later. Inner cab door window. Oh. There we go. I have to do the other one? Inner cab door lock? Oh, this thing. Okay. Grab rails. Oh, these things. That is indeed a grab rail. How many of those do I gotta do? I got this one more. Oh, the one, it's over there. Fire extinguisher casing. I already did. Oh, it is this one. Okay. I'm a monkey behind the typewriter with the fight stick. Emergency alarm casings. Oh, these things. Okay. Oh, this one. That's 1. 7 out of 8. Okay, I got one more to do. This one? This one? This one. There we go. I don't think using water to clean metal with anything is a good idea. Yeah, probably not. But, you know, it is what it is. Double seat frames. What does that mean? Oh, that's what that means. Okay, I guess oh, here we go. Like, going back to, like, people who actually do genuinely like video games, I started watching, Scott the Woz recently. I'd never, like, I'd seen him around before, but I'd never watched his videos before. And I quite enjoy what he does. I really enjoy the stuff he makes. Because, like, he is someone that you can tell he genuinely loves video games. He even, like, shitty video games. He just loves video games. Like, the concept, the existence, like, whatever. He loves video games. Double seat cushions. Okay. Yeah, he is great. And I'm, like, going through his backlog of videos and I'm like, damn, why didn't I start watching this guy earlier? Ah, here we go. There we go. Doorway advertisement boards. These things. Okay. Oh, here we go. He's a full-on nerd for games. He loves them. Yeah. And I find, like, you know, watching gaming content from those kinds of people who actually do love games, is so much more, like, interesting and fulfilling than someone who's just kind of doing it, like, for, you know, a paycheck or for views or, you know, whatever. Ceiling vents. Is this dirty over here? And, like, another thing that I like seeing, like, one thing that he does that I also like seeing other people do is, like, playing really just shitty games. Like, I know there was a video that I watched, I think it was a new video, where he reviewed, like, he talked about before how he used to get games from like HEB or something, or like, you know, these discount stores, and just like playing those games, as like terrible as they are, you know? Just like putting in like the time to just like doing that. I don't know. There's just something cool about that, right? Because it's like, you know, like you see, or at least you used to see a lot of these like really shitty like movie tie-in games, right? Like you know, he showed a game that I never even knew existed, Puss in Boots for like the Wii. I was like, wow, that is a game that I didn't even know existed. And now I want to know, like, is this actually like a legit game, or is it just like a, you know, some kind of like Unity reskin project, right? Like I want to know, you know? Cuz like there have been like games that I genuinely love that were basically just like movie tie-in slop games. One of my favorite games of all time. Well, I don't want to say of all time, but that I genuinely do enjoy is Shrek 2 for the GBA. It's a basic ass platformer game, super basic ass platformer game. But I loved that game when I was a kid. I loved that game. It was so fun. I remember trying to like 100% that game and getting so frustrated because some of the jumps are like really, really specific. Like you cannot even be like a pixel off or you're not going to make this jump, right? That kind of stuff. And I just remember like enjoying it so much, you know? Even though it is like a slop game. It was just an enjoyable game for me. I don't know. As a kid, I just really liked it. Bench seat dividers. Cuz like, you know, sometimes like slop is fun. Sometimes slop is fun, right? Like, you know, you look at a game and it's like, ah, this probably sucks. And then it's like, wait, there's actually like something here. There's something cool here, whether it's like the music or like the art or like the gameplay or certain aspects of it. Like someone worked on this game and someone tried to, you know, put passion into it to make it enjoyable, right? And that is something that like, you know, I kind of like seeing. It's like a nice discovery when something you think is like shit or slop or it looks like it's going to be bad is actually just like, it's actually just like not terrible, and it's, you know, it's fun. That's always, I think, a fun discovery to make. Order of Ecclesia. I haven't heard of that game. Yeah, and they also had games that weren't slop. Exactly. Okay, what else? Okay, that's clean. Vestibule entrance frame handle. I don't know what the fuck a vestibule is. The fuck is a vestibule? How I can't leave. Hello? Am I it? Oh, I have to leave this way. Oh, I thought I was trapped on the train forever. Vestibule entrance frame handle. I don't know what a vestibule is. I gotta sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Vestibule entrance. Oh, hold on. Ah, this is, there we go. The last Castlevania game. Oh, but it's like a Metroidvania. I see, I see. One thing that just kind of like consistently does make me a little bit sad is that I can't seem to... I don't really enjoy games in the same way that I did when I was a child. I don't enjoy the same type of games, and I don't really like the way I think about games is kind of like different, I guess, for better or for worse. Like when I was a kid, I would really spend a lot of time like trying to 100% a lot of the games that I played. Not really because like I felt like I needed to, but just cuz like I guess I didn't really have anything better to do, and I was like, well, you know, I beat the main story of like Kirby um what's a Kirby game for the DS or the 3DS? Squeak Squad for the remake for the DS or whatever. I was like, okay, I beat the story mode of, this game, but it says like I still have stuff that I missed. So I want to go back and try to get the stuff that I missed. Um, I remember trying to 100% Yoshi's Island for the DS, and that was a absolute I was never able to do that. It was an absolutely miserable time because some of the a lot of the challenge levels in Yoshi's Island are like insane. Like absolutely fucking insane. Like crazy crazy. Like I don't even know how to describe it. Like it's really hard. Really really hard. Which, is the case for a lot of other Nintendo games, but I never really had as much trouble trying to 100% like Mario games as much as I did like with fucking Yoshi's Island for the DS, Scrolling displays. Okay. Yeah, like I want to get the most out of it, especially since like, I wasn't my access to games as a child was limited, right? Like my parents were not buying me new games whenever I wanted them to. It was like, all right, Christmas, here's something for Christmas, here's something for your birthday, and that's it. And it sucks because Christmas and my birthday are very close together. So, you know, like best I could do was get my parents to buy me the new Pokemon games when they came out. That was the best I could do. Like in between, the holidays, best I could do was like Pokemon game or like clearance bin of, Best Buy or something, right? I wasn't like, you know, I couldn't like convince my mom to buy me like a brand new game from GameStop, right? It wasn't like that. Or I'd get a hand-me-down from my cousin. That's where, that's actually how I got a majority of the games I played as a kid. They were all hand-me-downs from my cousin. Um, so yeah, rear lights. I always try to do everything in games I buy. That's why I like achievements. They give me incentive to go out and discover the game. Yeah. I do, however, feel like being a streamer or streaming games in general has disrupted this enjoyment in a sense where I feel like I cannot spend too long on a game. I cannot spend too long on a game. I have to move on to the next thing. Partly because like, viewers, I feel like viewers are going to get bored, but also because like I want to play another game. Like I have my own money now. I have freedom, but my time is significantly limited. I can't spend like, I don't know, like 6 hours every other day, like trying to, what was something that I would do for like 6 hours a day when I was a kid? I don't like, I guess replaying an RPG or something. Like I can't do that anymore, right? If I was able to, stream like all day, every day, then maybe, but yeah. Inner double door grab rails. Oh, it's one of these again. Inner double door grab rails. Okay. Inner, we gotta go inside. Double door, this is a double door. That's a grab rail. Okay. If you decided that 2 hours of sleep is enough. Unless it was like a sub goal. I mean, I guess so, but I do very much put like I want to make my viewers happy, right? I want to make as many viewers happy as I can. And so, like the way I played Death Stranding 2 was not the way that I would have liked to play it. The way that I play Inner Double Door Grab Rail, where the fuck is it? That's clean. That's clean. Are you clean? That's clean. That's clean. That's clean. That's clean. Am I crazy? There's one. I'm missing one. That's clean. That's clean. Oh, this one. I missed this one. I can rotate between multiple games. This is true, but there is a specific reason as to why there are a couple of specific reasons as to why I played Death Stranding the way that I did. The number one being I wanted to finish the story as fast as possible so I could avoid spoilers. Which is unfortunate, because I would have liked to play it a lot more slowly and naturally. But I follow Kojima. I follow a couple other Kojima simps and Death Stranding heads on Twitter. And, I could have muted them. I could have muted, spoilers, Death Stranding 2. I could have done all that. But I didn't really want to. Maybe I should have done that. I feel like maybe I should have done that. I just wanted to avoid spoilers, which, I probably should have done that so I could play the game more naturally. Inner cab door frame. All these terms for the subway terms. I don't know subway terms. It's the door. What do you mean it's the inner? Okay, it's this thing. And also another reason, yeah, I know, I didn't want to have to turn off Kojima's retweets, is like, I also, my views for Death Stranding 2 were way below normal. Very much below what my normal viewership is. And, there's a couple different reasons for that. I definitely had, there's definitely a couple of my regulars who said like, hey, I'm playing the game myself and I don't want spoilers, so I'm not going to be watching these streams, which is fine, right? I get that. Wanting to play the game yourself and wanting to avoid spoilers, I completely understand that. But I also think there is a large portion of my audience who just doesn't really care for Death Stranding or those types of games in general, because I did play Death Stranding 1 on stream. I replayed it last year, and my views for that were also much lower than normal. So I am under the impression that there is just a large portion of my audience who just doesn't really give a shit. Like they don't like me enough to justify watching me play Death Stranding, as if that makes sense. Grab rails, these things. Yes? Okay. Okay, these are all clean. It was because I didn't care about Death Stranding. Exactly. And I appreciate your honesty. I do appreciate your honesty, right? So, as much as I did want to share my joy and excitement for that game, I do still understand that, this is as popular as Death Stranding is. It is still very niche. It is still pretty niche. There's just a lot of people who just don't really give a shit for whatever reason. And that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to. You don't have to. But, regardless of that, seeing lower number on game that I really, really love and really want to put a lot of time in is kind of discouraging. So as much as I really wanted to put more time into it on stream, I just like, yeah. Double seat cushions. I thought I already did all of these. Okay, is that all of them? Yes, it is. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people just don't have interest in Kojima games, and that's fine. That's fine. But yeah. So, when discrepancies like that do happen, where it's like game I really like is not something that the majority of my viewers really care about, it is like, it doesn't feel great, but it just kind of like, it is what it is. It is what it is. You got to work with what you have. Bench seat dividers. Okay, so like these things? No, that's a frame. What the? Bench seat dividers. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, these things. I thought I cleaned all of these. Okay, this one is not clean. You know, I was thinking today, like, honestly, today I really wanted to do some infrastructure building in DS2 because I have really been wanting to do that for like the past week, but I literally have not had any time to just sit down and build roads in Death Stranding 2, and I really wanted to do that, but I was kind of just like, you know, if this is just something that people just really don't give a shit about, then I really want to waste my time. I don't really want to waste my time. Okay, what am I missing? Inner vestibule door. What the fuck is that? Vestibule floor. Oh, this thing. Oh god, no wonder. And you know, it's like when things like this happen, you can either just kind of like internalize it and you know, just kind of take it as like, everyone hates me, right? Or you just gotta, you know, accept the fact that you can't please everyone, right? And so I'm kind of thinking like maybe I should have just played DS2 on my own. Like, you know, I wanted to share that experience with people, my audience, but if my audience wasn't really interested in that experience in the first place, then, you know, perhaps it wasn't such a wise idea, you know? The single dirtiest door in existence, yeah. All right, sculpture park, whatever the hell this is. Because, you know, I do have goals. I do have dreams as a streamer. I do have things I want to accomplish, milestones I want to hold on. How do I oh, there we go. Milestones I would like to reach. So I can't just do whatever I want, whenever I want, for how long I want. You know, because I do care about certain things and I do want to like, you know, just yeah, yeah, if it's a game you know will be very personal to you and very niche, yeah, I kind of yeah, because Death Stranding is a deeply personal game to me. And I thought kind of sharing that experience would be, you know, a good idea. And now I kind of feel like maybe it wasn't, you know, not because like anything bad happened, but just because it was just kind of like, yeah. I don't like to directly talk about, you know, like CCV and viewership numbers because I feel like it's kind of a little bit of a faux pas as a streamer, or it's just kind of like a, like, it's not really something I want to think about. But I do think about it. Well, I mean, it's not like it's not entertaining to you guys. It's not like content for you guys to basically sit here and whine about like, you know, viewership. And I also don't think it's really appropriate for streamers to do that because especially if it's done wrong, it can come off as like disrespectful to your current viewers, if that makes sense. Right? If you know, kind of it's something, yeah, you have to bring it up in a tasteful manner, otherwise it just kind of puts a sour taste in everyone's mouth, you know, kind of like bitching and moaning that no one comes to your streams when you have like a loyal group of regulars that, you know, you talk to nearly every day. That's kind of a little bit like like I get that. I understand those feelings. Those feelings I completely understand, and they are valid. I hate using that word, but they are. The thing is that those are not feelings that you should be expressing to your viewers. Those are things you should keep like between, you know, yourself and your friends, your therapist, your, you know, manager, your whatever, right? You are allowed to have those feelings. You are allowed to feel that way. You are allowed to think those things, but expressing those kinds of things, I felt Alex's soul die a little with that valid. Yeah, yeah. I just I don't know of any other word that like essentially conveys the same thing. There's got to be another word that conveys the same thing that doesn't have such a like negative connotation to it, I guess, or cringy connotation, I should say. Mm. Yeah, exactly. Like the entire reason people stream is because they want to be seen. They want to be noticed. They want to be heard. And, you know, like there's a lot of people who say like, "Oh, you should just like streaming for streaming." But, you know, the whole tenet of streaming, the concept of streaming, the, you know, is that you have the ability to interact in real time with your viewers. And if that is something that you want to do, that is something that you enjoy, that is something you love doing, then not having that interaction can be very frustrating. It can be very discouraging. It can be really depressing, you know? And I don't really like it when people equate like, you know, that kind of sentimentality with like, oh, you just want big numbers. You just want big numbers. You only care about numbers. You just care about growing bigger. You just want numbers. It's like, I just want people to talk to, man. Yeah, like interacting with people is the entire reason I stream. Like, I don't want to sit here alone for like, you know, hours just talking to myself, right? Like, if I wanted to do that, I would just do that in my room by myself. I would make a, you know, if I really want, I'd make a video or something, a let's play or whatever. But, you know, wanting to have people to interact with is not like a bad thing. You know, that's not like, it doesn't mean you're selfish or that you're, you know, only care about viewers or blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, you just want people to talk to. That's why the majority of people, let's like, yeah, you know? Yeah, it's like I just want people to talk to, right? And, you know, I guess for some people, the number does kind of get in their head, and I've had that problem as well. But like, you know, like, cause number look good, number go up, make you feel good. Like when I go to raid and I see like, oh, I actually have a decent amount of people in my stream, and I send them over to someone else's stream, I feel proud. You know, I feel like, hey, I look at how many people came to see me today. Not that I'm like bragging or it's a competition, but it's just like, you know, I just want to say like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, you know, I brought all these people to you, right? But yeah, I don't know. Girls bragging. It's not really a brag. It's just kind of like, you know, I want people to be impressed with me, if that makes sense. I want people to be impressed by me. I want people to look at me and go, that's impressive. You know, what she's doing is impressive, right? I'm impressed by what she does. I'm impressed by her content. I'm impressed by her. I want to, it boosts morale. Yeah, it boosts morale. I am a people pleaser. Despite how, you know, bitchy and kind of like, nonchalant I, you know, try to portray myself as, I am a people pleaser at heart. And I mean, well, it depends. If it's people that I don't really care about, then I don't really care about. But like when it comes to, you know, like friends and stuff, and you guys, I want to impress you guys too, you know. I you know, I want to do that. I want to do that. The moment chat messages start coming every second, you fail as a streamer now. You don't have that audience connect. Yeah, yeah. And it's like, you know, when it's like, I mean, there are some people that like that. There are some people who like that, you know, thousands of words a minute kind of thing, and that's fine. But, you know, like, for me, I like being able to respond to people and have people respond to me and comment and make jokes and that kind of stuff, right? Like I feel like my chat is always funnier than I am, right? And it's like, yeah, I'm entertaining you, but you guys are also entertaining me, if that makes sense. It like goes both ways. We're entertaining each other. And I think that's really, really cool. I think that's a really fun way of like, you know, of doing things, you know, being able to just like have this mutual enjoyment, this mutual entertainment, right? I think that's fun. I think that's really enjoyable. Mm. When you lose that connection with your own community, you can never get it back. Can't say for all of chat is funnier, but I'll say I'm quite the joker. Yeah, yeah. I mean, even if people are like not even trying to be funny, sometimes it ends up being really funny, you know? Because like I'm the type of person where I am a little bit more of like, I tend to bounce off of what things that other people say rather than being the sole driver of the conversation. I feel like maybe not so much in my own stream, but in terms of like around other people, you know? Like I find it easier to talk when I have people like you guys are here to listen and comment and respond and say stuff. Cause it's kind of like, you know, the thing about streaming to no one, right? And it's like, you know, I've done that before. Everyone started off doing that, right? Is that you don't get any feedback. And when you don't get any kind of feedback on what you're saying or doing, it's kind of like, am I doing a good job? Like, do people am I funny? Am I interesting? Like what like you know, I can't really gauge what people's, you know, opinions are, if that makes sense, how they feel about it, you know? Yeah, I'm a conversation enhancer, not so much a driver, right? Where some people are just, they find it easier to basically just like talk like into a void, I guess, if that makes sense. Oh, Geop! Hello! Oh my goodness, welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello. Um, hello. My name is Alex Azarashi. I am a Seal Girl VTuber. And today I'm just chilling and yapping and power washing. Let me give you a hold on, let me give you a shout out here. I want to see what you guys were up to. Just chatting, just chatting. Well, I hope you had a I hope you had a good chatting stream. I hope you had a good time. Oh, wait a minute. I've seen you around before. I've seen you around before. How do I know you? Oh my god, wait, no, I yes. You do the Zillow streams. You do the Zillow streams. Oh my god. I hope you had some fucking weird ass houses. A katana house. A katana house. I want to see that. I want to see that. Okay, I might have to look at the VOD if you guys got any crazy stuff. They were all normal, really? Okay. Okay, yeah, because you do the Zillow streams. Oh my god, I gotta do like a Zillow stream one day or just like something like that. I love looking at weird shit. I did like a similar kind of thing with a katana in every room except the bathroom. He only finds crazy stuff. That's awesome. That's awesome. I did kind of a similar stream. I think last year with one of my friends Murray, where we were looking at crazy ass Japanese apartments, just really, just really wild, really wacky shit. That might be something you want to look into too, if you want to like try something like a little bit different. Maybe like take a vacation, I guess. But yeah, no, that Japanese apartments can be so crazy. I saw one on Instagram the other day that pissed me the hell off. It makes me so mad. I wonder if I can find it, honestly. Let me hold on. I want to see if I can find this cuz it's fucking crazy. What was the ah was it Roompa? Was it Roompa that posted it? Hold on. Do I still have it saved? I might have removed it from my save because it made me too angry. Um mm, it was Roompa. Okay, okay. Let me go to their YouTube and see if it's on there. Da, 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 da. Shorts. Where is it? Do they post it on their YouTube? Oh, they did! Oh my fucking god. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. How am I gonna do this? Okay. Window capture? No. Do I have a... Wait, hold on a second. Actually, hold on. Let's see if this works. Oh, posture check. Thank you, thank you. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, okay, okay. This fucking apartment makes me so mad. It pisses me off, like, genuinely. Move this over so you guys can see it. Yeah, it's a little bit better over here. Okay, okay, okay. This is a tiny-ass Japanese apartment. And this, what you see is what you get. This thing pisses me off. Wow, so roomy. Oh, the shower is in the center of the room. That's so convenient. Oh, and it's a loft bed. That's great. I love those. Oh, but you got your toilet. You got your toilet. Oh, you got a little 4 burners. Wow, and you got your sink right there. Ah, you got a mirror. Great. And the fucking the shower is in the center of the room. This is psychotic. This is genuinely fucking psychotic. Why would someone, like, why would you design this? Why would you build this? Even as a joke. Like, yeah, kitchen shower. Kitchen shower. Fuck it. Fuck it. Kitchen shower. Fuck it. Kitchen shower. It pisses me off. I hate this. It's like a big ass shower too. That's a fucking huge shower. Remember seeing a listing in Japan that was just a corridor around a stairwell, windowed all the way around? I think I know which one you're talking about. I think I know which one you're talking about. But yeah, this is like so stupid. It's so stupid. I hate this. It's a Fibonacci apartment. Like, this was designed by a psychopath. This was designed by a genuine psychopath. Like, I've seen some weird Japanese apartments, like, oh yeah, the one that's just like windows, right? It's just like, it's windows around the corridor. Fine, whatever. This is fucking... There's so much wrong with this. Yeah, I want to throw a rock at whoever just, like, made this, the fucking architect. He needs to go back to school. He needs to get his, like, architecture degree revoked. It's just a fucking genuinely... Let me see the room layout again. Hold on. Just the room layout. So you come in through here. Oh, you've got all this space. Wow, what are you gonna do with all this space? Oh, so much space over here. Wow. So much space. Ah, you got a little loft bed. That's great. I hope you enjoy hitting your head every day. That's a Little John's apartment from those Chinese. Ah, oh, you got your toilet. Yeah, you put your washing machine here. Ah, and then you've got the shower kitchen. The shower kitchen. So okay, so you cook here. You cook here, right? Then if you want to eat your food, you have to take it all the way through here. Like, let's say you put like a dining room table here. I don't know about you, but I like it when the cooking area is connected, like, directly to the eating area, right? Like, it's one, like, it's just you turn around and it's there. Not like, oh, I have to go down like a fucking hallway to the dining area. Like, it's connected. Yeah, I mean, technically this is connected, but it's, like, connected in a really stupid, obtuse way. I hate this apartment so much. It makes me so mad. I hate it. Whoever designed this, yeah, Doom 3D fan mod. It's so absurd. It's so absurd. Ugh. Like, oh yeah, like what happens when with the shower steam? Like the shower steam is going to make your entire apartment like all hot and stuffy, right? Cuz like where's the ventilation for the fucking shower steam, you know? Yeah, okay. Yeah, just fucking your whole apartment is going to smell like be shower steam. It goes into the food adding the flavor. Got to take cold showers. Pre-steams the vegetables. That's so stupid. Like out of all the like weird Japanese apartments I've seen, that one genuinely makes me angry. That one genuinely upsets me. You use the shower steam to turn the entire apartment into a crock pot. God. Is a different problem. Yeah, the moisture. The moisture. You're gonna get mold. Your fucking entire house is gonna get moldy because of the shower steam. Because there's no ventilation. Everything. I mean, I guess there's like the ventilator above the stove. But like I don't really think that's gonna do much for the shower steam. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I don't maybe it doubles. I couldn't tell you. Guests. If I lived there, I would not invite guests. I would never have guests at my apartment if that was my apartment. I would never allow anyone except for me to enter because I would be so embarrassed. I would be so embarrassed for anyone to see that I live that way, right? just for my shower to just be out for everyone to see. Like, yeah, okay, like this is where I shower and this is where I cook. It's the same space. Just I would never live there. Yeah. It's awful. And yeah, it's probably expensive too because it's new. It was probably designed by some like, fuck ass architect who's like, "Oh, I design like experimental apartments or some shit like that." And it's in Tokyo too, so that's probably also going to increase the price. And it's like it's shit and it's expensive. It's expensive shit. I hate it. I hate it so much. I just It's just awful, just genuinely awful. I would rather live in like a cheap shitty apartment than that one, to be perfectly honest with you. With like a tiny ass bathroom. I mean, the bathroom is fucking tiny either way. It doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, it's an expensive area made by a postmodernist. Yeah, it's a terrible combination of things. It's a really awful combination. Really, really terrible combination. Yeah, what bathroom? No, I mean the toilet was in a separate room. Thank God. The toilet was in a separate room. You know, God bless. You don't have to fucking, shit in the middle of the room. But like, there's shower. Yeah, shower in the middle of the room. That's totally fine. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. The shitter is in a separate room. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, a bath bed living kitchen, exactly. Like, look, my Japanese apartment was smaller than that, and my bed was right across from the, well, I didn't have a stove. I had one of those like electric things, like electric stoves that you gotta like plug in, one of those things. And honestly, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't terrible. Like, is it great? No. But at least the shower and the bathroom were separate and they were one room. A griddle, I guess? But it's like it's not like a part of the it wasn't a part of the apartment. It was just like it was a portable stove, I guess. I don't know how, there's a word for it, but I don't remember what the word is. Yeah, it's just foul design. It's just bad. It's just bad. Like that's an apartment made for like an exhibitionist, right? A hot plate. I think so. Maybe. I don't know. It was like it wasn't like a gas burner. It was like a induction. It was like an induction heat thing. Like it was an electric thing. I had to plug it in. I had to use like a special pan for it. Because apparently the type of pans that you use on electric stoves are different from the kind you use on gas stoves, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. Yeah, at least the shower and the kitchen are separate. That's not a standard we should use ever. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, you walk across half the house to wash your hands from the bathroom. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was induction. I remember it was induction. Okay, so gas and electric can use the same hands, but induction is something else. Okay. Yeah, because I remember I had to buy like a special pan for it. Like I had a pan already there, but I was like, oh, I need like another pan. And I was like, oh yeah, I have to make sure it's like induction compatible or whatever. Was the stove hot? If no, then induction. It was induction. It was induction. It literally said on there it was induction. It said it was induction. But I did have to plug it in. Like it was a portable one, if that makes sense. It beams the pan to make the pan itself hot. Yeah, I have no idea how it works. It's magic as far as I'm concerned. Makes the pan hot. Yeah, I don't know how it worked. All I know is that it worked, and it worked pretty well. I don't really have any complaints other than the fact that I had to buy like a specific pan for it. Cause like I've used a gas stove my entire life. I have always used a gas stove. Electric stoves kind of like they confuse me. They freak me out. Like I don't know, there's just something about them that's kind of scary. The induction one was also a little bit scary to me, but I got used to it pretty quickly. But it's like with the gas stove, it's like I can see the heat. I can see it, right? And also I can smell it. You know, I can smell the gas. They just pass electricity through the pan. The electricity passing the pan makes itself hot. Oh, okay, okay. I see. I don't know if there's like a benefit cooking wise to using induction heating versus like gas or electric. I mean, you know, the benefit with like electric is that like things usually heat up pretty evenly, whereas gas stoves sometimes do not heat things particularly evenly in my experience, or at least with the stove I've used. Is that it's ultra efficient. Oh, okay. Induction just says electric, but direct. Oh, so it is more efficient. Oh, that's cool. That is good. It's better because it's cooler and more techy. Yeah, it heats the pan directly and evenly. That's the nice thing about it. Cause like, you know, like when I cook on the gas stove that we have, I've gotta like, all right, well, I gotta like rotate the pan around every couple minutes because otherwise it's not gonna cook evenly otherwise, which is pretty annoying. You know? 80% efficiency, wow. You don't have a hot stove that you can accidentally burn yourself on. Yeah, the being able to just like have things be heated quickly and evenly is a pretty big benefit. I think that is what I liked about it. Because if there's one thing I hate, it's having to wait for pans to heat up. I hate that. I'm not a patient person when it comes to cooking. If I could have any superpower, it would be it would be either invisibility or the ability to boil water immediately. Just like make water instantly boil with my mind. I think that would make my life like significantly better. My life would be significantly better if I could do that. It would save so much time. So much time, you know? I could, yeah, instant rice. Exactly. You get it. You get it. It's also 100% safe. Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, because like I was always kind of afraid, like, ah, man, is this thing gonna like blow up on me, like, or whatever? Like, is it just gonna one day decide to explode? You know? So you want radioactive decay powers? Yeah, I guess. More or less. Yeah, I guess that's a good way of putting it. The worst induction could do is simply not work. Oh, that's good. That's good. Mm. Yeah, because I remember I have a friend who had a an electric scooter, and he, for whatever reason, kept his electric scooter in his apartment. Um and one day the engine or the motor, or the battery, no, it was the battery of the electric scooter, um like it just exploded, and the building caught fire, and his entire room had to be like redone because he was out at the time, and when he came back to the building, like the fire department was there, and they had to drag the you know the thing out of his room. That's all the lithium. Yeah, the nuclear scooter. Yeah, so I'm kind of like scared of those things. Like that's scary, right? Like I mean, there was a reason why that happened. I don't remember what it was. I think he like left it on the charger for too long or something like that. I don't remember, but it was something went wrong, and it like caught fire, and his whole room just like yeah, it was not good. It was not good. Yeah, so don't mess with lithium batteries because they can do a little bit of an explode sometimes, and yeah. Like what happened to those hoverboards? You guys remember hoverboards and how a bunch of them had to be recalled because they were like they were like fire hazards because they kept like catching on fire because the lithium battery would like, explode or some shit. Yeah. Yeah, I mean electric stoves shouldn't have batteries, exactly. Yeah, I think the battery there was something wrong with it too. I think it was like a cheap scooter that he got, like, was it from like AliExpress or something? It was a cheap scooter. It was not like I think he got it off of like Amazon or something. Not from like a reputable scooter source. Hmm. Yeah, if you have a stupid device like a hoverboard, it should catch fire to punish you. Yeah. Yeah, sure, why not? The hoverboard epic swag era, when you'd see, with the vapes, and you got the skinny jeans that are the pulled down to your hips, and you've got like the Gucci hoodies or whatever, and the fake gold chains. That was certainly a time to be alive. Yeah, it's like a Segway without a handle, exactly. Yeah, like now certain airlines are starting to ban those batteries, right? Some airlines are starting to ban or put in special rules for portable batteries, which, is a good thing because they seem to have a habit of exploding in planes because of the air pressure or something. I don't know. Yeah, just smoke. Just smoke. Like, honestly, if you're like, yeah, it's just smoke, dude. It's like you're either, would you rather smoke like tobacco, or would you rather smoke rat poison? I know which one I would rather smoke. Yeah, dying on a plane because my stupid 13-year-old son wanted his shitty vape. Exactly, exactly. I don't even think you're allowed to bring vapes on planes. I mean, technically, you're not supposed to smoke them. Vaping is smoking for people who want to feel better about ingesting the same shit. Yeah, exactly, exactly. The insides of the lithium battery shouldn't touch the air. Like, I'm kind of scared of, like, those, like, portable batteries now, like those Anchor ones or whatever. I think didn't one of the Anchor batteries get recalled not too long ago? Or they stopped selling it? Um, Also, every, like, portable charger that I've gotten has just, like, stopped working after a few years. Like, it just doesn't charge anymore. So, yeah. Like, I remember, one of my friends, like, he was getting rid of some stuff, and he's like, "Hey, I have, like, do you want my old PSP?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." Um, and so, you know, I got the PSP, and I'm like, "Okay, well, I guess, like, I should" it wasn't working, right? It wasn't working, and I was like, "Okay, I guess it needs to be charged." But, like, I noticed that, like, the back cover of it was kinda, like, sticking out a little bit. So I unscrewed the back cover and the battery was like swelling. It was fucking huge. I actually still have it um in a drawer somewhere. I should probably get rid of it because, you know, I'm afraid that battery is going to like explode one day. Yours did that too. Okay, so it is something that just happens. Um get rid of the battery. I know. I know. Actually, did I? Hold on, let me check. Hold on, let me check. Um, is it in here? No, it's not. What about in here? Um, ah, okay. I don't know what I did with the PSP. It's not in my drawer where I last remember putting it. So I must have moved it somewhere, but I don't know. You know, it's probably under my bed. It's probably under my bed. That's the most likely place for it to be, since I do have a container that stores like all my, you know, old game shit as soon as possible. Okay, okay. After stream, I'll go look for it and I'll put it in like the dead battery pile that we have. You don't want that around you? Okay, okay. I'll get rid of it. I'll get rid of it. The good news is now you got an adventure because the puffed battery is a battery waiting to explode. I mean, it's been like that for several years, so I think a couple more years is probably not gonna. Well, actually, maybe not. I should probably get rid of it as soon as possible. I should probably do that because, yeah, if my room caught fire, that would not be good. That would not be good at all. Yeah, I should probably, okay, okay. It's a little, okay, 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 fine, fine. I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna go look for it right now. I'm gonna go look for it right now. You guys pressured me into it. Hold on. Ugh. Okay, I found it. Um, I found it. Let's see. Is the battery still in there or did I take the battery out? You know, I might have gotten rid of the battery, but I don't know. Um, how the fuck do I open this? Uh, uh did you press this? Am I supposed to press this? Oh, the battery isn't in here. I took the battery out, so that's good. Um, I don't know what I did with the battery though. It's not in the PSP. But I don't know where it is. I might have gotten rid of it. I might have gotten rid of it already. I'm going, well, you know, okay, let me check the, okay, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Get the bin. Okay. I have the gamer bin. I have the gamer bin here in my lap. Let me see if I can find it. If it's not in here, more than likely it's gone forever. And by that I mean I probably did throw it away. Cables, mouse, Game Boy cartridges. I have a Samsung battery in here. I should get rid of this actually because this doesn't work anymore. I had to replace the battery on one of my old phones. That's a 3DS box. Uh, that's a copy of Zelda Phantom Hourglass for the DS. I do not see it in here. There is one more place I could check, and if it's not in that other place, then I definitely got rid of it. I definitely got rid of it. Okay, hold on. If it is not in here, it is on Fred. But, uh, see it in hold on. Ugh. Okay. One more thing. It in here. Nope. Okay. That's here. Okay. So I cannot find it, which more than likely means I got rid of it. So, well, hold on. One more. Is it in here? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, no, I got rid of it. I got rid of it. I got rid of it. It's gone. It's gone. I got rid of it. I don't remember when I got rid of it, but if it's not here, I got rid of it. So we are going to put a we're gonna call this case closed. We're gonna call this case closed. I definitely got rid of it. I do still need to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do with it. Is anyone interested in some NVIDIA 3D vision glasses that are only compatible with 3D vision PCs with a built-in 3D vision IR emitter? Anyone interested in that? Otherwise, I'm gonna save this and until I'm gonna save this for like another, I don't know, 30 years, and then I'm gonna auction it off as like a relic of a forgotten age, or like donate it to a museum or something. Does the glasses have an IR transmitter or receiver? That's a good question. I have no idea. It says the PC needs to have an IR emitter. So I guess that it does have a receiver? Yeah, it must have a receiver, I guess. Citrus, welcome in. Can't build a... Yeah, I don't think you would be able to build a laser with these. I mean, I don't know, maybe. You clearly know more about it than I do. You clearly know more about building lasers than I do, so I don't know, maybe you would be able to build a laser with it. Maybe. But yeah, that's from my old ass like gaming laptop. I think it's from my first gaming laptop, actually. Yeah, it is. That no longer... Well, I can turn it on, but it takes like 10 minutes to boot up, and I also have to... It doesn't work unless I have it plugged in. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I didn't know if I had a bomb in my house or not. Yeah, that's a good way of summing up the last, like, 10 minutes or so. Yeah, that's probably... Yeah, all right. I'll take it. Gotta clean. There we go. Whee! Clean. You have a 15-watt IR laser. Oh. Okay, can I get down here? I gotta get this stuff off. Is that a lot for a laser? I don't know anything about lasers. I'm gonna assume that's a lot. It's insanely over class 4. Okay, I guess that... I'm assuming that means it's a lot. It's a big laser, a dangerous laser? I don't know. I don't know, man. Laser. Oh my god, can these like fucking go away, please? 1 watt is a tad over what you normally buy as a laser pointer. Oh, okay. It's closer to the sun as a deadly laser than a Wiimote sensor. Okay. I mean, yeah, okay. Okay, I'll take your word for it. You know who else has a deadly laser? Ew, it's all gunky over here. Oh yeah, let's use this bad boy. I love this thing. There we go. That one's done. Can I shimmy my way up here? No? Okay. Okay, let's put this, here. See if I can do this. No! I have to use a freaking ladder. Can I use... Okay, perfect. I can use a ladder. Okay, can I get in here? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's an invisible laser. Oh, even better. Even better. So it's just like a radiation beam. That's cool. I like that. In addition to making you immediately permablind. God, I was watching the Red Letter Media review of the new Superman last night. And I think it was Rich Evans. He said that like the bad guy from the Superman movie in the comics, he built like a gun that gives people cancer, which is a hilariously like ridiculously like silly supervillain thing, right? Like to create a gun that just gives people cancer. Like that's so that's so absurd. I mean, like yeah, sure, man, whatever. I mean, isn't that what'll happen if you step inside one of those like I don't know, those mass those particle accelerators, you'll just like get super cancer. I don't know how those things work. Or will you die immediately? I'm sure that the gun is just an exposed plutonium rod. Yeah, but then like how do you stop you from getting cancer? How you stop you getting cancer, but you make other person have cancer? Particle accelerators tear right through you. Oh, so they would kill you. Sweet. Aw, friggin' sweet, dude. Yeah, you guys want to come over to my house after work? I've got like a particle accelerator in my backyard. I've been itching to try out. You don't look into the rod and wear lead? Okay. I mean, well, okay, sure. I don't know enough about how radiation works to like say whether that is ineffective or effective. So yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, sure, why not? Just don't look at it. Just don't look at it, and you don't get cancer. Just wear a lead suit. You know what you should do? You should eat lead so that you are super resistant to cancer and radiation. That's what you got to do. You got to eat the lead so that you can't get cancer. Yeah, because that's how it works. That's totally how it works. I'm Yeah, guys, just eat lead. Simple as. Just eat lead and you won't get cancer. Easy. I'm more worried about the power source for your privately owned particle accelerator. It's solar power. Solar. Yeah. It's a solar powered mini particle accelerator. Yeah. I got it off of a guy on Facebook Marketplace who's trying to get rid of his old one. He told me how to get it set up and running and everything. Even gave me a discount. The daughter of Mr. Byrne. Particle accelerators are what a kid thinks happens when he put his Hot Wheels into his motorized set. Hey, you guys want to come over and see my mini nuclear reactor that I got set up in my garage? You guys want to come look at the mini nuclear reactor I built? We could grill some dogs on that thing. Yeah, bring some beer. You can grill some dogs on that thing. Yeah, this is great. This is a weird ass statue. Can I go inside? Wow. Yeah, there have been multiple. I know there was a Boy Scout who made a nuclear reactor, and then the FBI came. I think there's been like multiple people who have basically tried or made their own versions of like nuclear reactors, and then you know, the EPA and the FBI had to come in and be like, hey, so actually you can't do this. so actually you can't do this. You can't build your own nuclear reactor. You can't do this. I know it seems unfair. I know it seems really unfair, and it seems like, you know, we're out to like, you know, we're trying to stop innovation, but I promise you, yeah, God forbid men have hobbies. Like I promise you, there's a couple really good reasons as to why you don't want to have a nuclear reactor in your backyard. The first one being, how are you cooling it? How are you cooling it? What is the method of cooling that you have going on here? What is your What are your what are your continuity plans? What are your what is where's the manual of, you know, you can legally buy uranium powder in Canada without warning the cops. Oh, you can make your own like a uranium milkshake or something. That's cool. I mean, you can buy like the rock, right? You can buy like uranium rocks, can't you? Because like they used to have like uranium glass, right? Glass made of uranium. Uranium ore, yeah. I'm neither from the US or Canada, so I said what I knew. Okay. Just mine it yourself and don't tell anyone. Yeah, there you go. It's your mine. It's your mine. I mean, yeah, you know, yeah, like what happened at Chernobyl, what happened at 3 Mile Island, what happened at Fukushima. That was just like I'm built different, right? Like I'm not them. I'm built different. Like this one is like I'm built different. Like that's not gonna happen because I'm built different. To be fair, Chernobyl had some very extreme design flaws, and Fukushima was kind of a complete like freak accident. Although they probably could have had better like safeguards in place to deal with that kind of thing. And then 3 Mile Island was kind of like, I don't remember what the deal with 3 Mile Island was. I watched a couple videos on it a long time ago. I don't remember what the deal with 3 Mile Island, but yeah, that was another thing that kind of happened. Yeah, Chernobyl was a complete disregard. Yeah, the vibe-coded nuclear facility. Yeah, Fukushima was definitely a freak accident. Could it have been like prevented? Were they, you know, had different like stronger safeguards in place? Maybe, but the whole thing was just like literally everything that went wrong. Like they literally there really was not a whole lot they could do. Like, yeah, you know, some of the damage could have been, you know, reduced had, you know, they had planned better, or like, what was it? They was too close to the ocean. That was like part of the big problem. It was just too damn close to the ocean. Chernobyl proves that slobs are too small-brained to boil water. Don't say that, no. But it's like, yeah, for the most part, there wasn't really a whole lot that could have been done about that one. Yeah, the Soviets were running it into the ground. That is very true. Yeah, the tsunami breakwalls were not large enough, and the generators could have been in a better place. Yeah, yeah. Okay, but like, what was the deal with 3 Mile Island, though? Does anyone remember what the deal with 3 Mile Island was? Because I don't remember. I don't remember. It was like a research facility or something? Yeah, no, I completely agree. Nuclear power is 100% safe when you take care of it and, like, actually have proper, like, safeguards in place. It's not like, you know, yeah. Miscommunication leading to a partial meltdown. Oh, okay, okay. Partial meltdown of a power plant? Never heard of 3 Mile Island? It happened in the US, actually, on, like, the East Coast. There was, like, actually, I shouldn't say what happened because I genuinely don't even remember what happened, so you can watch a video on it. Don't take what I have to say because I'm probably wrong. Truly, Americans also can't boil water. Didn't they have like a power plant in like the desert for like a long time, and then they decommissioned it like not too long ago? Wasn't that a thing? I swear to God, I remember hearing about that. It's like a decommissioned nuclear reactor in the California desert or something. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? I mean, from what I know, that one, if it did exist, nothing bad happened there. It's still on just chatting. Why didn't anyone tell me? I've been doing this for almost 3 hours. You did tell me? Wait, did you actually tell me? I am so sorry I missed your message. You got distracted by the raid. Oh. I'm so sorry. I'm I'm so sorry I missed your message. Okay. This is okay. All right. That's my problem. That was my problem. That was my fault. Okay. I'll take it. I'm probably gonna call it here pretty soon anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, all right. That L on my part. L on my part. I will take that L. I will take that L. Can I read these? What do these even say? Come home, Seymour. You flew high, Seymour, all the way to Akasha. Why have I never seen you since? You who now know all, I made you and gave your purpose. Return to me. Darcy. Okay. All right, then. Seymour is kind of a weird name for a cat. I don't know. I feel like you could have chosen a better name for your cat than fucking Seymour. That's just my opinion, though. That's just how I feel. You could have called him anything else. You think Seymour is a good name? I mean, I don't think it's a good name for a cat or an animal in general. Like, Seymour is a people name. They should have called him Bob. Yeah, even Bob would have... Yeah, honestly, Bob would have been better. Bob would have been fucking better than Seymour. I'm sorry. Human names, I agree. Human names work for pets to an extent. Some names I would feel weird about giving to an animal. Yeah, Seymour is an older gentleman who runs a pawn shop and has a heart of gold. I agree. That's who Seymour is. Like, would you name an animal Josh? I feel like Josh is a person name. I do not think that Josh is an acceptable animal name. Like, you know, I don't know. There's so many. Josh could easily be a cat. Really? I don't know. I mean, I just can't imagine calling a cat Josh. Oh, Biscuit, thank you so much for your 3 months. Thank you. Grimmy has Joshua? I mean, I guess. I don't know. My aunt named the cat Morgan and the other one was Kyle. I could imagine calling a fish Josh. Josh as a fish name. Josh the goldfish. I mean, I guess. Sure. I don't really have. I don't know. What's the plan today? I am actually wrapping up right now. I'm probably gonna call it in like 10 minutes. So yeah. Not really much of a plan. I mean, there is a plan, but yeah. I'm not gonna be able to get very much work done tomorrow. Wait, shit, I have my appointments and I wanted to go to the gym, but then I also have to go to the pharmacy. Do I even have any? Wait, no, I have leggings. Ah, shit, I gotta do laundry too. I think I'm out of gym clothes. Ah, crap. Um, hold on. Ah, uh, oh, that's great. Okay. Yeah, turns out I need to do laundry because I need to do laundry because my gym clothes, I have none, and I have to go to the gym tomorrow. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Let me save real fast. Yeah, I'm gonna do my laundry now. I'm gonna do my laundry now. Quit out here. I will, however, show you guys my schedule before I go. Because I do have one this week. At Foster Check, thank you. So, Tuesday, I want to do a demo day. I've been wanting to do some for a while, and I've kind of been putting it off. Thursday, I am intending to start Expedition 33. I will try to figure out if it actually works on my computer before stream, so we don't have that much scuff. No promises though. I think I'm gonna start doing Kazan on the weekends now. And I could use a little relaxing game. We'll continue on with Pokemon XD. But yeah, that's what's going on for me for this week. Let's see. Is there anyone that we can say hi to? Let's see. What's going on? Oh, and I gotta go to the bathroom too. I think I will send you guys over to BB, who is playing Balatro. I don't think I've ever seen her play Balatro before. Okay, I think she's learning Balatro, so I'm gonna send you guys over there. Before I do, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're from. And hopefully, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!